Hi everybody! Welcome to another fun Sunday school session here at Witches and Heathens of CNY. Tonight we will be doing an awesome, it's the cow tongue binding spell. If you've never done this, it's definitely not for the squeamish because you are working with a tongue. It is a muscle and it definitely feels different than meat. Just so you know. Can you hear me okay? I just want to make sure everybody can hear me just fine. I do have like a heater going because it's very cold out here, but if you can't hear me over that, I will gladly turn it off. Hi! I hope everyone is doing well on this wonderful Sunday. Hi! I know there's a lot of interest in this, it seems like, so this ought to be fun. And this will be published on our YouTube channel as well and shared with the public. So this is something, you know, it definitely has hoodoo origins. We are going to be, you know, using herbs and things to go into this. Hi Dylan. Hi Emily. Hi everybody. I saw all of you say hello. So before I even begin, I'm going to put my witch's hand on, and it's just something that I always do. It can't be done with any animal tongue. Now this one is specifically cow tongue. It is cow tongue preferred. Hello. Hi Richard. I'm excited. I've been needing to do this for a while, so it was kind of like my kick in the butt because I know a lot of people have the same issue and could really use this spell. So this is kind of a fusion of one that my brother has and one that I typically do. I kind of fuse them together. Some of the ingredients are different, some are the same. Now this specific spell is used to keep your enemy, if you want to call it enemy, or your target, so to speak, from talking crap about you, essentially. You're trying to just stop them from spreading lies and gossip and slandering your name, or whatever the case may be. Keep them away from you. I mean, you can add personal stuff into this as much as you want. This is a malevolent type working, so you would want to do a cleansing on yourself afterward, whether it be a cleansing bath, a spray, an incense. Hello! So you definitely want to do that as well. You could also do a protection spell to help protect you in this process as well. Now I did spray myself with Dragon's Blood spray. It's my conjure spray that I sell, but it's, for me, it's amplifying me and it's protecting me. So I just sprayed myself with that. So before I start getting into everything, does anyone have any questions? Hello? This one's going to be good. I see a lot of interest in this one tonight. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So you're not going to be able to see the end of this, but I will obviously take you through what you do when I am done here. And this is fun. Like, this is one of those things that totally make you feel your power and embrace yourself. Hello, Kendra. And yes, I missed saying bye to you guys the other night. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Definitely wanted to hang out. I came back out and you guys were gone. So, bye. And hi. Alright. Well, so, now, first I'm going to read off some of the ingredients that you could possibly use, and then I will go through all the ingredients that I'm actually going to use. Because we know as long as you're putting a lot of bad crap into this tongue, that's what we care about. Now, again, I did find this tongue at Price Chopper. And it was $23 and it's $6.99 a pound. So Alan, you're watching, please correct me. Go ahead, say it to the chat. Because that's your job, you're a scholar, so go ahead and please correct me on that. So keep an eye out for Alan's comment because he's correcting me. Okay, so I'm going to go through some of the ingredients that can be used. So we have the beef tongue, 9 iron nails, crushed black pepper, black salt, 9 cloves of garlic, red wine vinegar, wormwood, thorns, blood meal, black string. Now I'm going to go through what I'm actually going to use. So I do have some oak from the cemetery. I have some thorns that I will be using. I am going to use a little bit of snake skin and some graveyard dirts. I have suicide, serial killer, and devil's chair dirt. I also will be putting in a little bit of bone dust and wasp nest and a little bit of hot foot powder. I'm really trying to go at it. Okay, we have businesses that are mostly word of mouth. Does it say, or will you please mention how to keep those mouths running and not having this leak over? Well, usually when you're doing this, you're going specific. Yeah, yes, Dylan. Usually when you're doing this, you're going for a specific target. It should not leak over into anything like that. You're going after someone that's specific and that they are talking crap. Now, by talking crap, I mean they're not speaking the truth about you, and you know it, right? So that's what this working is going to be going up against. So, I don't want my book to get nasty. I should move it out of the way though. Now, you can use gloves. I'm not going to use gloves, but I do have hand sanitizer, so I can at least like finish the video and then go wash my hands. But I'm just going to be kind of like tapping the stuff into there. And I did already cut the tongue open. Now, some people go on the side, and then some people go on the top. I go on the top just because I feel like it's easier. And what I will be doing is lighting an inscribed black candle. So before I get messy, I will inscribe this candle. And you could put oil on it. I don't think I have any oil. Actually, no. We'll just skip that. That's fine. Oh, I did forget one thing, but it's alright. I can do that after. Now, there is a suggestion of cleansing the tongue. Some people use whiskey. One tradition is using whiskey to cover the tongue, and while you're doing that, you should be thinking about the person, and basically that would be your way of putting the person into the tongue. But I do have a picture of the person, which no, I will not be telling you who it is. The ingredients list went so fast. Well, I will include an ingredients list after, like I usually do. Yes, the candle is wonderful, and it gives you something else you can put your intention into, because I am going to be putting the person's name on here, and I will be putting what I want. So I want them to keep their mouth shut. Why is there always a car that slows down while I'm doing this? I just want to check. Okay, we're all good. Now, the thorns, I'm going to use the thorn to inscribe onto the candle. And then I'm going to use what's left in there inside of here, and what I use to inscribe the candle. So again, I'm not telling you who it is. I'm sorry, I have to keep going over here, but I have to read the comments. Yes, this is my Book of Shadows. This is workings that I have done, and ones that I we'll probably do again. And it is completely custom, as they all are. Now again, right now I'm just inscribing on the candle. If anyone has any questions, you can totally ask. Now you can be writing things like, stay away from me, you know, be quiet, leave me alone, don't talk crap about me, whatever, however you want to word it. I mentioned them earlier, but we'll be posting them after. Okay. What if you don't know their name? If they keep harassing you anonymously, what would you inscribe? So you could put, what you could do, now I know your situation, what I would do in your situation, you have those screenshots. I would take all of those screenshots and put them together. And the thing is, that's your target. That's your person. You know what I mean? So that's what I would put for that. If you have something like that to go with it, that's what I would do if you don't know the person's name. Because the thing is, you know, everyone's situation is different. What you could possibly do is write down the exact things that were said about you to kind of connect the universe with the person that's talking crap. So that's what I would do. Alright, so I inscribed my candle with my thorn. So now I can I am also going to do the little name card. So, you know, you have your little picture, and then you flip it over, and then I'm going to be writing the person's name 3 times in the center, and then around the edge I will be writing all of what I want to happen. This may be something I will be doing very soon. Only beef tongue. Yes, this is a beef tongue spell, so it is only beef tongue. There could be other spells out there that if you want to Google it. I don't know. This is one I always do. Alright, so I'm going to do the name. And now I'm going to go around the edges and write down what I want to happen. And I am turning it counterclockwise. And if you're writing a lot, you can go in a spiral formation. Cow tongue is the easiest to get a hold of, though. You know, if you go to the butcher, typically they'll have cow tongue. that'll be it. Now I am going to fold it, and as I fold it, I'm going to be turning it counterclockwise and away from me. Folding it away from me. And then it's to send it out. Okay, so now that I have my little name thing done, I can put that aside. And my candle is inscribed. Let's start stuffing our tongue. So, and like I said, I did already put the cut down the middle of it. Now, I'm going to show you what this lovely tongue looks like before I start stuffing it. Be prepared. It's not very pretty. So this is the cow tongue. Alright, so I have a nice long cut down the center. And, you know, it is kind of tough, so you're going to need a sharp knife. It's kind of prickly. It's like a cat tongue almost. There's plenty of cow farms up here. My buddy owns a butchery and a cow farm. I'm going to ask him tomorrow. Sweet. Yes, it's definitely, you know, it's a good working. It is. And it's just protecting yourself, I feel like. Standing up for yourself. So I did hack off a little bit of this because I do sometimes feed it to my tree. Because the tree likes it. So that's what I do. But I don't think I even went through all of the ingredients, but as I go through them, I'll tell you what they are. Now, what I am going to do is open all of them first. Alright, and then go from there. Now, the things that I say during this, you don't have to say word for word. You can be calling upon whoever you call upon, and just, you're saying a generalized thing, you know what I mean? You don't have to follow it exactly. I definitely need to do this. Oh, yucky. Yeah, it's pretty gross looking. It's pretty raunchy. There it is. Like I said, it's not for the squeamish. It's just one of those things. But you could say the stuff while you're stuffing it. I will tell you what all that is once I'm done. But when I actually do my ritual, it's not going to be on camera. It's going to be off camera because I'm not saying the person's name. I'm not saying the person's name. And you can put as many pictures of the person as you want into the tongue. That is completely up to you. I'm sorry, I can't see the comments. Because it's so specific, it suggested that each person have their own tongue. No, I'm not. Okay. Oh, I can't see it all. Well, I'll have to answer that later. Alright. I'm just going to poke it open just a little bit. It's settled quite nicely since I got it earlier. I picked it up today. It wasn't frozen or anything, so that was nice. Again, if you have any questions, definitely say them. I am going to use my very last snake skin on this. That's happening. I can just dump it right in there. Okay. And if other people do it other ways, that's fine. I just love putting all this kind of stuff in it. That's what I do. That is what I do. Should turn the brightness up on this. Maybe I'll be able to see it. Oh, I'll use the answer today. Okay, everybody should have their own tongue. This basically represents the person's tongue. Right, exactly. It represents the person's tongue. No. I'm not saying put as many pictures of different people as you want in it. I'm saying put as many pictures of the same person in it that you want. Not different people. It's all one person on the same, you know. Okie dokie. Okay. Now, first thing I'm going to put in is the lovely little picture. It's going to go right there in the center. Poke it in there. My thorn. I did have another one. Okay. Well, maybe I'll find it while I'm doing this. Nope. And now I have my oak from the cemetery. Oh. It's usually done with a beef tongue. Nice. Not my guess is because it is the easiest, maybe, and the biggest. One of the biggest. So this is oak from cemetery, which also correlates to Hecate, and she's who we are calling upon in this specific one. Sorry. You're going to want the whole time. This size. It's like 3 to 4 pounds. Okay, so there's the oak. I'm going to put some wasp nest in there to put the sting back on this person that's putting stings up on me. Okay. This really is one of my favorite workings. So, bone dust. This is just going to help me just, to me, it gives the person something to cling to. This is like signifying to me the person, the life of the person, what have you. No? Okay. Well, I'm losing my mind. No. It's funny, when this does get burned, it smells pretty good. Thank you for answering questions. It's hard to see them. Some black salt. Snake skin. That was dumb. It's not the right lid. Oh! Oh, we'll use that. Alright. It's cold out here. My hands are a little bit cold. But that's what we do. Alright, and then I want to put my 9 cloves of garlic. Okay. We're running out of room a little bit. Alright, this is a little bit of goofer dust. I'll be cleaning that up later. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay, now I need my dirts. Only a few more ingredients left. And then I'll get my hands dirty. Now, as you're doing this, you could be saying your chants. Like I said, I'll be saying it when I'm done. Now, this, I like to use, this is something personal to me. It's a snake that was found in our garden, and somehow, personally haven't seen this happen, but it turned the alcohol purple. So I use it in workings like this, that I call it my snake venom, my snake juice. And that I don't sell, but I use it very often. And we'll put some black pepper. Hopefully I don't sneeze. And a little bit of hot cocoa powder. Yes, I load it up. You don't have to load it up like this, but this is what I need to do. Seriously. I'm over it. You know. And usually I would put belladonna, but I can't seem to find my belladonna. So I will not be putting belladonna. Which is fine, I have plenty of stuff, I guess. Right? There's a lot crammed into there. Alright, now we have some room. I can move it over. Okay. Oh, there's the other thorn. Oh, a little bit of a hexing blend here. Just a little bit, a little pinch, to give it some gusto. I feel like I'm watching a cooking show and you're making one. Yes, I know, exactly. One awesome roast. Yes, well, kind of. Alright, so I'm going to kind of like squish this on in there. The garlic that'll make it smell great while it's cooking. But again, I'm not going to do that step on camera. So I am going to read the stuff before I get my hands dirty. Now, this is something that is in my brother's book, so there you go. So, while you're doing that, you could be saying this, or you could do it after it's all dressed and ready. Come, Hecate, most beloved of Zeus, Hephaestus, who is called Alistair, and who is called Espemeos. Aid and be with your name, so I would say Julie Cullen, I would go with, which is my maiden name, who has witnessed the great injustice at the hands of target name. O dread goddess who wields the fiery arrows of Hecatebolos, strike him or her down and bind him or her in your unbreakable chains. We're just going to go with her. May her tongue be bound to my cause, that I may emerge victorious. Adonai. I don't know if I pronounced that right, Jeff. You can correct me. Adonai. Beautiful and terrifying. Send forth your fire-breathing phantoms. Send forth the Erinyes, that they may torment target's name, or enemy's name, however you want to say it, unendingly. May her eyes burn for casting perverse gaze. May her throat burn for speaking lies and malice. May her fortune fade, and may she see her life led to ruin. Ruins. Hear me now, these words have power. All you gods of the inferno, all you restless phantoms, be my aid. I bind the tongue of target, so it cannot move against me. As bright-faced Selene turns her chariot and becomes darkness in the heavens, so too shall the life of target. May she not rest and be forever tormented until she is begging at my door. Now, at this point, that is when we will be cutting up some string and lacing this bad boy up, okay? Kind of like a shoe. I might fashion it kind of like that. Okay, she's got... Yes, it's a wonderful kitchen. It's a witchy kitchen. Okay, so let's get our hands dirty. Actually, first I want to cut some of my string. Let's do that first. If we're doing it like a shoelace, then I only need to cut it once. So that's the point. So at this point, you could add the oils, you could do all sorts of stuff that's personal to you and what you associate with this type of working. You know, have fun with it. Happy witchcrafting. You know. And now I'm going to poke some holes. Now you could also use a needle and thread. If you have like an embroidery needle, you might have to use something kind of decent size like that for this working. Now I'm just going to poke holes. I'm going to try to poke holes and hope for the best. Let's see. Sometimes you can also just bind it up so it's shut, you know. But I kind of want to... Like I said, it is a little bit tough. You're going to have to work at it for a sec. And obviously, if you're using something that is poisonous, you should be wearing gloves so you don't get sick or poisoned. We don't want that. Always be safe when doing spell work with your body and what you let touch it, you know. Sorry guys. I tried to do like most of the cutting off camera. Tandy on Thompson Road. Get a pack of leather. Oh, so yeah, leather sewing needles. That would work. Good thinking. I mean, sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty if you want results. So, you know, unfortunately, that's what you gotta do. I just gotta hope that I can find the holes afterward. And that the string actually, oop, well, cut right through the skin on that one. Things can't go perfect now, can they? It's a little bit tougher when you get towards the back. And if this doesn't work, then I'm just going to wrap it with the string. Leather needle with a nice curve hook. Yeah, definitely. That would definitely work. If you happen to have that. If you don't, like me, this'll do. This'll do. Hopefully. Let's see. Like I said, if it doesn't work, I'm just going to wrap it as tight as I can with string. Alright, let's see. awesome. Now it's going rather nicely. Yay! It's like having surgery. So much fun. If you're into that sort of thing, I guess. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. So it is easier to make the holes as you're going. And again, please be careful. Please, please, please be careful. You kind of just got to cram it through. Just so you know. And it helps if you just think of it as a roast, you know. And you're going to have a great result of more peace in your life. I just put the wrong one through. That was done. Yeah. Really good. This smells good though. Kind of makes you want a hamburger. A little bit. Sometimes a little bit tough, but just keep going. You'll get it. You'll get it. I did not make the holes big enough. So make sure you make the holes big enough for this, because like I said, you do have to kind of like cram it through. And that's okay. A witch has got to do what a witch has got to do, huh? But, you know, the thing is, like, this is good for sticking up for yourself and just bringing more peace into your life and not having that negativity of someone talking crap about you. Like, how annoying, you know, and it's usually out of jealousy. Typically, it's jealousy is the main cause of people talking crap, because they want the life that you have and they don't know how to get it. Or, you know, obviously everyone's supposed to do their own thing. Everyone's supposed to shine brightly as them and when you're comparing yourself to other people, you're gonna get, you know, that nasty, ugly envy going on that nobody likes. You know, you should be happy for your people. You're supposed to be happy for everyone being uniquely them, you know. You're not supposed to be jealous of other people. You know, there's different kinds of jealousy, too. There's the happy for you jealousy, where you're like, oh my god, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I'm so jealous that you're so talented, but I support you, you know, and that's what it's supposed to be. We're all supposed to be in this together, you know. They hate us because they ain't us. Absolutely. You know it. That's exactly what it is, you know, and it's sad to say it, but it happens a lot. Especially in the metaphysical world, because a lot of people have egos. And this working right here is because someone else had an ego. And I know y'all know how I feel about egos. It doesn't look good on anyone. Anyone. It's silly. It's one thing to have confidence in yourself and know that, like, what you're doing is good, and you're doing good for yourself and for your family and for the community or for the world, you know. You're trying to do your best as a person, you know. And really, if people were just good people, nobody would have to be worried about having a cow tongue spell done against them, you know. If you're not sitting there talking crap about someone, like, you shouldn't even have the time to talk crap about someone. Do your own stupid thing, you know. That's the way I see it. If everyone just stuck with being them and doing them, this world would be a much better place. Much better place. But that's not reality, so is there a mild version of this for someone you're friends with? That jealousy. You still want them to be friends, but they are not responding to the efforts just to cut it out. Well, I mean, you could tame it down for the person if that's what you wanted to do. Me, I don't want to tame it down for the person. I mean, you could just do a simple binding if that's like using a poppet or something. This is definitely for people that really need a powerful working to help them in shutting someone up. And it's usually an enemy. It's usually an enemy. I'm not saying that that's the only way it can be, obviously. Where did that go? You know, if people just minded their own business. This wouldn't have to happen. Or it's this particular working is literally jealousy. Like, this person has been jealous of me for a long time. This person has literally told me that they're jealous of me on multiple occasions. And clearly this person will not stop at anything to interfere with my life. So, therefore, look at how nice. Can you see how nice? I'll show you if you can't see it. But it's coming out very nicely. Just the way I want it. Nice and secure. One more and then I'm good. Or toxic boss. Well, that would probably be a different spell. I mean, if the boss is just doing nothing but talking crap about you, then I guess it would work. This is so much fun. And it's mainly because I know that it's going to work. Alright, now I'm going to tie it in a wonderful little like this. Oh, that looks so beautiful. I don't need the loops that big. I don't know why I did that. Alright. Alright. It's all sewed up. I'm just going to pick it up because I'm already in it now, huh? So there it is. There is the sewed up tongue. Stuffed with so much fun stuff. Alrighty. Now, I gotta figure out how to do this. This isn't going to cut it, but it's at least going to disinfect me for the now. I got a little paper towel. So I can light my candle. So this step, like I said, you can dress it with oil if you have like a hexing oil, or you can use like the Stop Gossip oil or something along those lines. Let's see. You have to play nice with my person too. Guess we have to stick with that. Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, maybe try a simple binding. That might do what you need, because it's a regular bind is really just to protect you from someone being mean to you, you know. And if you want to be specific, you can say, I want you to stop talking crap about me, or whatever it is, you know. It's always about being specific and really visualizing this person doing the actions to you and them stopping. Again, this one is when you need the big guns to come in and help you, you know. This is something that has worked for many people for a very long time. A little bit more of this, and I should be okay, actually. I guess I need a nice kitchen to be able to do these little walkthroughs, huh? Alright. So now, I am going to light my candle. And I'm going to cram it right there. And it will further seal it all in and make it nice and together. So, this is going to take probably about 4 hours to burn. So yes, I will be letting this burn for now. Just going to make sure it's in a good spot. But you want the wax to go directly on it, is the point. It's moving, so I just want to make sure it doesn't fall. Try going up here right at the top. Ooh, ow, cool. Sweet. I mean, that should hold it. Perfect. So that will burn out tonight, and then, you know, there's a few variations on what you could do. Some people put it in the freezer until they know that their spell work has come to fruition and they have success in their spell work, and then they burn it completely to ashes. It has to be completely, it should be completely gone. And then you can even use the ashes if you're going to further do a working towards this goal. You can use the ashes for that. Or dispose of them away from your home, something figured out. Like I said, there's different ways to go about doing this. This is my typical way of doing it, kind of fused with Jeff's as well. So, you know, go with what you're comfortable with, and that'll be that. Me personally, I will wrap this up and I will put it in my freezer. I definitely can't even burn it right now anyway, but I'm going to do it this way, see how it goes. Usually I just burn it to dispose of it. Some people actually do nail it to a tree to let it rot and decay, just like the person they want to target, whatever type symbolism. But it's up to you how you want to end this. There are a few ways, so don't think that you have to do it exactly like you saw tonight, but this is a great guideline for you on how to do the cow tongue binding spell. So now that's pretty much it. And I know it's like, oh my gosh, that's it. It really doesn't take that long, and it does give you really good results. I've always had good results doing these workings, and typically pretty quick results. So I might freeze it for a little bit and then just burn it, because that's how I've been doing it. So looks like a Yule log, decorate it, invite them over, and laugh at them watching themselves burn. Yes, there you go, that'd be fun. Although this person, I don't want them anywhere near me, so they particularly won't. But does anyone have any questions about what you just witnessed here tonight? And remember, you know, when you're using candles, and especially if you have to let it burn all the way through, please be safe when it comes to that. Make sure there's no chance of things burning down. Ooh, it's cold. Ooh, don't want that to go out just yet. It looks so pretty. I'm so excited. But I actually will be dressing it with some oil and some, like an oil herb mixture, just to kind of further cement it. And then I'll wrap it up in this tin foil, and then when I do go to burn it, I'll put it directly on the fire, and that'll be it. So, if there are no questions, that'll be the end of tonight's Sinday school. If anyone has any questions after, you know, obviously the replay is going to be available, and I'm always answering questions. So, of course, if you have a question after this wonderful live, you can ask it still. But I hope this does motivate some of you to defend yourself and protect yourself against people being malicious towards you for no reason. You're welcome. Oh, see, I can't see the comments. This is great. I will collect ingredients and get to working. Thank you. You're welcome. Yes, definitely get hands-on. And again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. You know, if you're not comfortable with something, you know, just stop what you're doing and write a message. And we'll definitely get back to you as soon as possible. Alright? Thank you, Jeff. It is fun to do these videos. I do enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy it. Even if I make mistakes or whatever, I really don't care. Yes, I will definitely keep you updated on it, and I will let you know if it comes to fruition. Maybe some of you that know who I'm doing this against, which very select few do know who I'm doing this against. But if you see anything, you know, let me know. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoys your night. See, Alan also suggested that you fold it in half and tie it so they get tongue-tied. You know, I actually did do that with the last few that I did. We folded it in half and bound it that way. Absolutely. So exactly, and that just goes to show you the different variations that you can do when doing this. This was kind of smaller than what I'm used to, honestly, so I didn't think that it would be possible to fold it in half. Maybe it could have been. I mean, I'm sure With a little bit of elbow grease, I could have gotten it to fold in half, but you know. But yes, on that note, everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you get hands-on and all that fun stuff. Happy witchcrafting. Bye, everybody.